and welcome to TV Toastmasters. I am your host, Nayely Trujeque, licensed massage therapist, and today on this segment we have our guest, Osman Vasquez, who's also a licensed massage therapist for Moonlight Therapies. Osman, thank you for being on the show.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so tell us a little bit about yourself and where you grew up.
Well, I am from the Portland metro area. I grew up in the Beaverton, Hillsborough area. I was born in California, but I moved up here when I was young, around 4 years old. And I graduated from Century High School in 2011, and I found myself doing a career studies in massage.
Very nice. So with massage, where did you go to school and how long was your programming?
I went to University of Western States. The programming there was about 1 year, and then I decided to take up a second year in Everest Institute in Tigard, and that was also about a year as well. So in total, I had 2 years of massage therapy schooling.
Very nice. And so you've been licensed since 2013? Very nice. And how do you like it so far?
I love what I do. In fact, one of the reasons what I do is because I had a massage therapist help me when I was younger. I suffered from an injury, and how he helped me made me feel important, and he really wanted to help me, not just prescribe medicine like some other health care providers do. And it got me into massage, and now that's how I am helping people.
Yes, you felt cared for. You felt like you had a connection with someone that wasn't just doing this to prescribe pills. You were getting actual treatment and you were seeing the results from it.
Yes.
Yes, that's very awesome to hear. So tell us a little bit more about where you work.
So I am affiliated with Moonlight Therapies. You can find me there helping people, trying to get them to better healing.
And where is Moonlight Therapies located?
It's located right near the Selwood Bridge in Oaks Park at 205 Southeast Spokane Street. Yeah, I would say Portland, Oregon, not Milwaukee, Oregon.
Yes, Portland. It's Portland, Oregon.
Yes, 97202.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for sharing the address. So tell us a little bit about what type of massage modalities you do and what your specialties are, and just a little bit on what those massages are and what they entail.
So what I specialize in is reflexology, sports massage, and deep tissue. With reflexology, to go a little bit into that, it is a type of massage where I focus on the hands and feet. It's an Eastern style type of reflexology. There's some that have Western style where they will do ears. We don't do that, or I don't do that. But with that, it entails me working the hands and feet. Through the hands and feet, I will be able to target certain systems within the body. So let's say if I was to be working on your feet, on the toes, I'd be able to hit the sinus areas. Or if you were having a headache of some sort, I would feel a disbalance in that area.
Very nice. And tell us a little bit more about sports massage and deep tissue.
With sports massage, what it entails, it's more of a people who are very moving, I would say, that are active, yes, thank you, who are very active. I would help them. Let's say if athlete, for example, is about to have an event. Beforehand, I will help them, give them a massage by making sure that they are nice and limber to prevent any injuries before or during their event. If it's during the event, I will help them stretch out to make sure that they don't progress any injuries, or if there's any tension, to make sure that tension stays at bay.
Yeah, so that there's no spasms while they're in the event.
Yes. And then after, post-event, I would make sure they have a nice stretched out type of massage where I focus on making sure that they stay nice and limber afterwards to prevent any injuries or just any tensions and prevent muscle spasms. So.
Very nice. And tell us a little bit more about deep tissue and your style of deep tissue, because most most massage therapists have their own touch and have their own unique, style of massage. And I know you like to combine a little bit of deep tissue and a little bit of Swedish massage.
Yes.
And you have that as a combo.
Yes. So I like to blend both Swedish and deep tissue just because I get to focus on the muscles that need the work, but also I would help someone feel relaxed. So they don't just feel like I worked on their shoulder and then that's about it. No, I would work on their shoulder, but then I would make it flow where it feels like, oh, my shoulder now feels relaxed as well. So they don't feel like they're just getting worked on
a certain area.
Yeah, exactly. And it feels more like they're being relaxed throughout the entire session. And what deep tissue entails, it doesn't mean that it's deeper. It is deep massage, but it's more focused work in certain parts of the body.
Yes, it's more therapeutic.
Yes.
Very nice. So tell us a little bit of what's different and what's special and what brought you to Moonlight Therapies.
So Moonlight Therapies, well, it's a very, very beautiful place. I like how everyone gets along, that being me and you. We do have a third person on there, Javier Trujeque, and he is great as well. We all get along. It's very family orientated. Another thing with Moonlight Therapies is that we are different from normal massages. We try to give that premium quality every time. No matter if we have any problems, we always leave our problems at the door and we always focus on the person on the table.
Very, very true. We think about the person on the table and we focus on them. Like whatever is going on, it's left at the door and we're there to heal, because if we're not in the right mindset, we can't help someone else by bringing negativity into any situation.
Exactly.
So we are very positive, we're very focused, and we just love helping people.
Yes.
So what sets Moonlight Therapies apart from other spas or other massage practices?
Well, with other spas, some do include hot towels during their session or after the session. Rarely. We do include that ourselves, but we also include something that's not done with most. We include hot stones during a session. And it's usually up to, sometimes people can ask for more hot stones if they wish, but sometimes people opt out from the hot stones. It all really depends on their liking.
Yes. And what are the benefits of hot stones?
Well, with hot stones, what it does, one, it helps us, it's a tool that we can use to dig deeper into the muscle groups within the body. As well, the heat from the hot stone helps relax the muscles more so we can get into those areas that we need to get into.
Very nice. And that's what I love. I love that we can use all the tools that we have free of charge. It's not, you don't have to pay extra to do it. It's just, it's included, it's part of your service, and that's really, really what sets us apart from other places, because we genuinely do care about the person, and if we have the tools, we're going to use them to the best of our abilities.
Very true.
Yes. All right. So, where can we find more information about you and Moonlight Therapies?
Well, you can go online onto our website at moonlighttherapies.com, or you can give a call at 971 772 8322. Sorry, I had a moment of brain loss there.
You're absolutely fine. All right. And can you repeat that number one more time?
Yes, it's 971 772 8322.
Remember, people can also text that number as well.
Yes, feel free to text as well.
As we respond a little quicker to that than phone calls.
Usually.
Yeah. We're working on it.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for being on the show today.
Thank you for having me here.
You're very welcome. To find out more about Osman and Moonlight Therapies, you can find him online at moonlighttherapies.com or at 971-772-8322. Thank you again for tuning in to TV Toastmasters. Our guest today has been Osman Vasquez. I am your host, Nayely Trujeque, and I will see you next time.
Hi, welcome back. Good to be with you again. My name is Bill Mayer from New Horizons Toastmasters Club. For a few minutes this evening, we're going to talk to James Wantz, who is a member of the club, as well as in a district position. We're going to be talking a little bit about pathways, which is what Toastmasters International has formulated for people to excel in their teaching and leadership skills, similar to what we've done in the past. James, thank you for joining me this evening, and I hope we can talk a little bit about pathways.
Absolutely.
I saw you do a presentation just a couple of days ago, and I really appreciated a couple of the pictures that you had to describe the legacy, which was train tracks. We basically had a communications track and a leadership track, and that's very familiar for those of us who've been in Toastmasters for even a little while. But now Toastmasters is providing pathways, and you provided a picture of a ski area.
Actually, it was Mount Everest.
Mount Everest.
Now, there probably are people skiing on Mount Everest, but the reason I chose the image of Mount Everest is because there are many different ways to get to the summit. And in fact, that image had over 10 different paths that were shown to get to the summit. And I figured it was the best visual metaphor for pathways. Because in the new pathways, the new educational program, there are 10 individual paths that any member can choose one of those paths and proceed all the way through the 5 different levels.
Before we get to talking about the individual paths, I want to see if there's similarities between the legacy and the new pathways. And I've dived into pathways a little bit. When you start with the legacy system, you have the competent communicator, and then you get to the advanced manuals. And there's a lot of options with the advanced manuals. They've done away with, from what I understand, the competent communicator, and they've kind of folded that into all of the different pathways. Would that be an accurate description?
That is true. That is true. The Pathways program takes all of the pieces of the legacy educational program and folds them into the 10 individual paths, as well as liberally sprinkles in brand new content that we haven't seen before. So the icebreaker speech, which everybody is familiar with from the CC manual being the first project that they do, is still the first project in every single path. Because Toastmasters believes, and I also do too, that each time you do your icebreaker speech, you're learning something new about yourself. Whether it's your presentation, whether it's your, I don't know, how you're received maybe, so that the first speech is the same, and then people are going to recognize researching your topic, doing evaluations. All of those pieces are pulled in from the legacy program and are resident within Pathways.
How does one get started navigating pathways?
That is one of the biggest changes for Toastmasters so far. So the legacy program was designed around manuals, actual manuals that we would use and take to our clubs. Pathways is designed as a completely interactive online environment. It lives on Toastmasters International website, so you can go to it on your tablet, your computer, or your laptop for that matter. Once you log in, you choose the Pathways and the Pathways educational program, and it takes you to what is called Basecamp, which is every single member's beginning point with their path and how they interact with an online curriculum. It's set up very much like the online curriculums that you have with colleges. Where people go in, choose projects, have assignments, finish those projects, and then have them checked off within Basecamp. The difference is that the entire interaction is in an online environment as opposed to printed material. Now, I'm a bit of a throwback. I want hard copy. And there is an option within the projects. You can print out the entire manual in a PDF format, and that's what I do.
Okay.
I download the PDF, I print it out, I take the hard copy with me to my club meeting so that I've got my paper, I've got my evaluations, I know exactly what's going on. Because I like the tangible feel of the paper in that regard.
I agree with you on that, and it does have a sense of security with that. Another aspect of the legacy system that I think there has some similarities with the pathways is I do 10 speeches and I get another level of leadership or communication. Here I'm working for badges. Is it still 10 speeches kind of a thing?
It's actually much faster. Because with the legacy system, you'd have to do those 10 speeches before you'd be a competent communicator. With pathways, you'd progress through 5 levels in each of the individual paths, and once you've completed a level, you receive the badge as a completion for that level. Well, level 1, which is the same for all paths, has 4 speeches and 1 evaluator role. So you give 4 speeches, you're serving as evaluator, and you've completed level 1 of your path. Level 2 then starts to take on unique characteristics of the individual path, and you start having specific projects that are related to which path you choose.
Great. Our time is just about up, and I thank you very much for your time and helping us begin to understand a larger picture of pathways. And I have started. I'm looking forward to it. I think it really is a good adjustment for Toastmasters as we begin the 21st century in a new dimension to Toastmasters International. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
If you have any information that you need regarding Toastmasters or pathways, go to toastmastersinternational.com, look for a Toastmasters Club, check out pathways, find out Basecamp, and we hope to see you along your journey. Thank you very much for joining us.
Welcome to an opportunity to take the next step of your professional speaking journey. I want you to be honest with yourself. Have you ever wished you were a star in a television show? Or at an event where the media is interviewing bystanders and you are wanting to be picked to give your opinion of the event? Or even in the smallest sense, you're at a sports game and secretly hope that your smiling face would appear on that big jumbo screen TV? But the jumbo screen always finds the fans with the painted faces. And you think to yourself, maybe next time. Well, what if I can offer you a chance to be on TV? Would you take it? That is what I want to offer you now. I'm Dottie Love, Associate TV Producer and Director. Toastmasters International is one of the largest organizations whose mission is to help improve your speaking skills. And District 7 is expanding your opportunities to do speaking via television. We have 4 fully equipped television studios and TV Toastmaster broadcasts to over 500,000 homes, plus a YouTube channel. Who knew? We want to invite you to take advantage of using media and television, either in front or behind the scenes. Let me share a few options that you have. First, you can be a guest on a show. Highlight your business or hobby or your community interest. Anything you're passionate about. Be a featured guest. Secondly, you can train to be a host on an ongoing TV segment. We will train you for that. Third, what about creating your own talk show? We will train you for that as well and give you access to a community media studio to do just that. Or lastly, be behind the scenes, either running a camera or editing shows. You decide which avenue is best for you, and our TV Toastmasters team will help you to navigate to get the most out of your media experience. Personally, I've done them all. I started as a guest, went to hosting, up to directing my own TV show. I don't tell you this to impress you. I tell you this to impress upon you that your personal growth with Toastmasters is directly related to what you take advantage of. And I encourage you to be bold in looking for opportunities to stretch and grow. If this intrigues you, or if you have club members who you think that might be interested in this, please contact us here at TV Toastmasters. I'm Dottie Love, and you can reach me or any of us in the TV Toastmasters family at the contact information at the bottom of the screen. You can also find us on the web. Our website is 7512.toastmastersclub.org.
Hi, I'm Deb Hart. I'd just like to share with you how appreciative I am of being able to be a TV Toastmaster host. I get to share stories within the community, have people come on the show and educate the viewers, and talk about a subject that I'm very familiar with, and that's health. I encourage you to come aboard and be a part of our TV Toastmasters Host Club. It's fun. You'll have a good time.
Have a story that others need to hear? Seeking an audience for your message? Have an experience that can transform the lives of others? Practice your message and perfect its delivery in a TV studio while creating content for regional, national, and international exposure. That's right, get seen by an ever-increasing audience. Visit TV Toastmasters.
Ken Coombs here speaking about TV Toastmasters. As an area director, I see more value in that venue than perhaps some of you do, so I want to share that. Providing a televised voice for District 7, its clubs, and their members not only gives people a chance to come here and get a project ticked off that says speak on television, it gives contestants in an area contest or a division or a district contest at least a chance to come and practice and see what they look like. It gives people a chance to share an important message with the district, whatever that might be. So consider your next speech perhaps being on television. Not your 15 minutes of fame, but your chance to reach a broader audience.
I joined Toastmasters to improve my speaking, listening, communication, and leadership skills.
Toastmasters gave me
incredible confidence.
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 Great listening skills.
Poise.
Great leadership skills.
Leadership skills.
The ability to speak in public.
Strength.
A captive audience.
Quality feedback from the more experienced Toastmasters.
Toastmasters really helped me improve my listening skills.
Sales skills.
Opportunities to go to different groups and widen my whole horizon.
Toastmasters has given me a more focused me, and I'm a much better listener. Toastmasters is fulfilling.
It's a great place to fail your way to success.
Wonderful way to meet people.
Networking.
Strength.
It's addictive.
It's a club of self-improvement.
It's an experience, it's a ride that you won't forget, and you'll enjoy it every step of the way.
Toastmasters helped me land a kick-butt job.
I sang at one of my table topic speeches, and people liked it and applauded.
My business is doing great, and I'm very, very grateful to Toastmasters.
It's been a great experience for me.
Thank you, Toastmasters.
Thank you, Toastmasters.
Thank you, Toastmasters, for giving me so much confidence.
Thank you, Toastmasters, for everything.